anyway.
Yeah, so leave me alone. Y'all being extra because it's hearsay. Y'all want to feed off of each other's energy. Like, come on, some parents just get so scared. Well, my child needs their phone. This and that. No, they don't. No, they don't. I get it. Stuff is going on nowadays, and I tell people within 3 to 5 years, nationwide, we might be virtual school. Everybody. You can't get teachers. They're giving full rights to educators at certain universities. Parents are not, that's going to be a headache for parents and educators. Educators do not like online school. They love being in the classroom with the kids, engaging and interacting. The parents are going to have a hard time because these kids are not going to care. They're going to be sleeping. They're not going to be engaged. They're not going to. Then that's when it comes into, see, this is what we got to deal with on a daily basis.
And that's together. A big deal.
Yes, it is.
I was during COVID. A lot of parents opted to do their own the homeschooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was out on the road a lot. Because I got to notarize those documents.
Oh, absolutely.
And they got to get sent to the state once a month. Like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot. And, you know, just talking to the parents. And I'm all over counties.
Right.
So just talking to the parents, I don't know why. I just want the kids to go back to school. This is public. This is public school stuff, right? I can't. If I speak to it on my side of it, I'm like, you already had Mr. Bob.
Exactly.
No, I pay too much tuition for my kid to be sitting up at home. Y'all better figure it out.
Right.
Guess what? They figured it out in record time. Them kids was back in school, not an option. Because if you still want me to pay this,
that were failing, which was great because kids were falling asleep, not doing their work. But the thing is, it was self-paced. So if you didn't get a chance to log on, you were able to complete your work later. But parents still weren't making their kids. See, the bad thing is with parents is they don't. I'm the type, I need to log on. I need to see what you're doing. I don't want to hear, oh, go log on. I could say, oh, I'm finished. I don't have any work to do.
Still got a whole bunch
you
of stuff.
still got to check. I don't care if they're in high.
Things were going. And when I seen it, it was just like, this is not a kid thing. This is
higher.
This is a us thing, and it's bad. It wasn't good. It was like, nope. I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. If I gotta work hard, you in AP classes, you don't gotta do nothing. So they're not teaching you anything.
Right.
You sending messages and stuff. Oh no, I just gave them a packet. A packet to do what?
Yeah.
She did that packet the first of the month.
Right.
So you mean to tell me she get to lay here and don't gotta do nothing else?
Yeah, nah.
Oh, that was the benefit of being in those classes. Yeah. Okay, so enough for a National Honor Society. Why didn't I get the stuff in the mail for colleges and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I was doing all that, but you made her believe. I don't know what we can do for you.
And is this at Carroll?
No, this was at the high school.
At the high. It was at the high.
I said my bonus daughter, not my bloodline.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what? So nothing. There's nothing for them to do. Where are we going? Like, and just having to experience that is like
eye-opening.
See, I had opposite, only because I'm a very active mom. I'm not taking my kids out, putting y'all in private schools. Y'all not going to Renaissance. Y'all asses are staying in Norristown School District. And you're going to be successful because of me, because I'm going to make sure, and the staff know I work with them. I'm not going to work against them. Let's work together to make not only my child successful, let's make other kids successful. Like, you know, like you said, by 10th grade, they do. Like, I get the guidance counselors that email me, hey, this is what colleges that your child might be eligible for. This is what steps they need. I hate to say this, not that I don't need your help. I got this. I do the financial aid. I do, you know, but like you said, there's parents that don't have that.
Because like, especially when you're coming in. So like my biggest disconnect basically was like, there's nothing else that y'all can give my child if I was to send her here. It's done. Education here for her right now is done. She needs to be what's going to give her what her score is on that test. Don't stress my kid out for no standardized test that she ain't going to do nothing with out in the real world. Don't stress my daughter. And she still does well. You know, so it's like, why are we stop stressing these kids about stuff that is your ability? That is on you.
It's on you.
That is on you. If every answer is right, and you got to pick the best answer, why are they still getting it wrong? That is what their mindset is. So what are we doing? But that's just my thought. That's just how I feel. So once I was like, I'm not focusing on that no more. Y'all focus on the wrong thing. Private school it is.
and it done.
Now-
Is it more of a challenge, you think? Like
She had a breakdown.
okay.
Both of them.
When you switch from the different schools, right? Okay.
She had a cultural shock.
Okay.
So both of them did.
Right.
So my oldest and her, they both did. Even though 6 years apart, it was still
It's still-
separation. There was a struggle initially because it was never discredit my home. This is my hometown.
Yeah.
I will never discredit it ever in
Yeah.
my
Quite an
life.
experience.
A lot of people have no idea outside of
Mhm.
19401, not
Yeah.
19403.
Absolutely.
Like,
Don't have me go off on that.
Like a lot of
Absolutely.
people only know here. You're somebody here. Be somebody other than what we know you for.
Right.
Like just to emphasize on Greg. Greg remembers me as us growing up on the block. We used to get in this stuff all the time. Do I still have that in me? I probably do. Can you push me to that level? You probably can.
Right.
If I'm not grounded, if I can't control myself.
And I don't mean it in a
No,
way
I'm not
of like.
offended. I'm not trying to knock. I'm not trying to knock.
You say that all the time.
I'm not trying to knock it. But what do you do?
Right.
I'm about to knock
What you bring to the
something.
table?
What do you do?
Right.
No, I don't want you
Right.
to bring nothing to the
Yeah.
table because we got the table.
Right.
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 You don't have to bring anything to the table. We
Right.
got the table. All you had to do is
Show up.
pull up.
Yeah.
Pull
sure.
up.
All you had to do is pull your
Just pull
chair
up,
up and put
yeah.
the napkin out.
And just-
Right.
That's it. Everything else is covered.
You did. Y'all are bringing nothing, and it's always a problem.
Yeah.
You made a bit. It's a problem. So for me, and not to get it's
Nah, go
one
ahead.
of those
No,
frustrating
go
things
ahead.
where it
Go.
just be like, y'all cannot be serious right now.
Right.
I really read, like, especially if I could see you on social media or whatever, some of the stuff I just look at and I'm just like, if I ever saw you in person,
Yeah.
would this still be the same energy?
No.
Like,
No.
can we have these conversations on the couch?
Right.
I just
right.
don't like when something
Are we
happens.
throwing shade? Like, why are we,
I'm moving out of town. I got a
Move.
new life. I got a.
Just move.
I got a new life. They're going for a month and.
But just to be prior to you guys getting George Washington Carver up, back and running, we had higher ground down there.
Yes.
So if we're down there doing a
painting,
bunch
I
of
love
stuff.
it.
We're doing everything.
Right.
Anything that it was like, shout out to my dad, love you, big.
Yes,
so like,
yes.
I can. We're
Right.
amazing. Like, come down there, but the people.
Right.
Amazing. Like, come down there, but the people that are showing up are not naturally people from this area, so
Right.
people, there's nothing going on. There's stuff going on. You guys are you're opting not to be a part
It's
of
quick.
it.
Right.
You got your I had a paint and toast event that I would do. Then I started curating with different people
Right.
that had businesses. So this this
You
would
had
be
Sierra
this.
one time
Yep.
with the Zori
Dory
Sweets.
Sweets.
And Kayla
Larcena was
and-
always our host,
Yep.
lovely, and then she branched off and now she has Scenic Creates.
Right.
Amazing.
Yep.
Like those are the things that for me, that's amazing.
To
Wait,
the-
she told me no. She laughed.
You
Can I
gotta-
take
you
some
gotta
of
stay
my
here.
kids?
Can I get
Listen.
I'm like, I'm gonna get this for my son. He over there.
Yeah, but no,
Right.
but like those are the things that really that you have to really be involved. Like
You do.
I'm not better than anybody.
No.
I'm me.
None of
You're
us.
you. You're
We're
you.
just
You know,
chill,
like
yeah.
we gonna move how we're gonna move. You
Yeah.
support, you don't. You support, you
Yeah.
don't. You don't.
Yeah.
If you have kids in the area, here's the thing that a lot of people don't ever speak on. And I'm gonna have to speak for Coach Annie in this aspect.
Oh, yeah.
For years, y'all aren't farming the kids up properly. There's no reason why you have all of us are moving to all these different areas just to put our kids in the sports when the sports are here. Let your egos go, but you don't want to do it. You go up. I use my oldest daughter's alum. You go up to Springport. Them kids doing football season. Them little kids got on their jerseys.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the surrounding, and they
Right,
walking
yeah,
around.
walking
They walking
around.
around.
Yes,
Walking
yes.
around the football
You see
field.
that?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we
Walking
did.
around,
Yes, we
look
did.
at them.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
did.
them.
Yes.
They come out. They come out.
A lot
They're
of them, too.
proud. They're
A lot of them.
A lot of
proud.
them.
They're proud.
Yeah.
It's just like then I'm gonna have to say I would have loved to see more coach involvement
Egos.
from the down to the middle schools
Just so
and
they
to
can see what they're gonna get
they
into
needed
when
to
they get
see
to
it.
the
They
high
needed to
school.
see it. Like
It makes a difference.
they needed to see it, and I think that's where you start losing. You
Like
start
a filter.
You,
Program.
Filter
like,
program.
Start
Yeah.
them off as like a
the
cohort.
feeder
like-
program.
Yeah.
I mean, I said
So
filter, feeder.
so I was out there on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew plays flag football at the homecoming for
Okay.
the Bengals.
Okay.
So I'm on the other side, and the 6th and 7th graders are playing Quakertown. the Quakertown head coach was there
Right.
with
Oh,
those
okay.
kids.
Crazy. So now I got when the kids were coming up. So I don't know, like, you know, the kids are coming up. They're in middle school. Our kids are in middle school and stuff now. A lot of our kids graduated the same year that actually left and didn't go to Norristown. There was big reasons for that. It wasn't just about the academics and the program. It was just a lot of things that happened. And the time frame your schedule allows, you should be showing up.
Yes.
You should be showing up. There's no reason why you have a position that you're able to put yourself out there and the kids get to see you. Like, who wants to do that? But then when you have coaches from other areas and their children play your children and they're like, wait, where are you going?
Yeah.
Right.
But then everybody thinks that recruiting is coming from up there. No, recruiting is starting down here.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
it's
I
starting-
agree.
Watch when they're young.
They're starting down
Yeah.
here.
Their
Yes.
size,
They are.
their
I agree.
athletic ability, and all
Prime
that.
example, the softball team, my daughter's years, for when she played for school. Their first couple years that softball has ever been the way it was since Mr. McCarthy passed away.
Mm.
Everybody used to say, Norristown, that's practice for them. Until their 8th grade year, they went 8-2.
Oh, okay.
8-2. And these are kids that have been being coached from the same coach from the feeder program. He just made the team the way that he made the team.
Wow,
If
that's
you're-
good.
So why other districts do it?
Yeah.
So you basically got a whole roster about to come up there, and y'all drop the ball.
Mm.
And I'm not saying just of it being sports. They're student athletes.
Yeah.
They're smart.
They start
Student
as
first, yeah.
young as 3 years old.
So
A lot
that
of
was
them
the
kids
thing. Then
working
you
with
got the
each other.
basketball programs. You have all of those things. I remember, what was it, a couple years when they made a big deal about them having open gym at Eisenhower or something like that. There was a big deal about that, and there was a big deal about that. It just little things. Why are we doing this to the kids? Because who suffers?
The kids.
The kids.
kids.
And it's great that you guys bring that up on that the kids suffering from things that going on in the community that is out of the outreach of the kids that had nothing to do with none of this that's going on. So B, we got about another 5 to 6 minutes.
That's
Is
it.
there anything? Yeah, we
Yeah,
8:30.
Yeah, 8:30.
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm
go
hard
fast.
tired.
It go fast.
It would be. You just
Yeah.
finished that deal.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
knocked that
But there's
thing.
no more.
That whole bottle.
Is there anything that you want to? If there's one last question that we can ask each one of them.
Anybody asking any questions, giving feedback?
Well, we now,
that's okay.
yeah. Now we going off of this is going to be up on YouTube. Now we're just taping off the cameras now.
I got a good one for you. What's one thing that you would tell your younger self to do or not to do?
I would.
As you today, right?
Okay.
As a successful, powerful woman today, what's the one thing you would tell yourself to do or not to do when you young?
Can I do both?
Yeah.
I would tell myself, my brothers and I talk about it. Years ago, a lot of the properties were about $5,000. I would have purchased
Yeah,
about
Norristown for sale.
6 houses,
Yeah.
fixed them up, and just rented them out.
Right.
Done. One thing I wouldn't have done, it's kind of, I don't regret anything that happened
Yeah.
in my past, especially with my
I mean,
kids.
it's something you might want to
but
change up a little bit, you know.
I think I would have went for my doctorate earlier,
Okay.
probably like about 10 years
10
ago.
years early. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is
But I
that? though?
didn't.
Why is that?
Because I have
Time,
kids,
Yeah,
and
kids.
you know, my mom used to tell me, don't give your all to your kids.
Oh.
Because kids get ungrateful,
Yes.
they're entitled. You know, you get to have time, exactly, time for yourself, friends, spouse, kids. You
Right.
know, you still be there for your children and be supportive, but don't give your all.
Is there anything you would tell like your teenage, going through high school self not to do this or put some more effort into this?
Put
'cause
some
you
more
don't know-
effort in my academics
Okay.
because I could have went to a a great college, but I started at Monco, which is no,
Yes,
there's nothing wrong. Went to
Yeah,
college,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But other than that,
Okay.
yeah.
Same question to you.
What I would tell my younger self.
Your younger self, to do or not to do. You know what I'm saying? Or change up something.
The original direction that you have in your life is not really yours. It's what somebody embedded in you.
Absolutely.
And if you stop, you're allowed to take a different direction.
Okay.
I'm successful.
So for myself, a lot of things that I did after, you know, a teen mom, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Still went to college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still got my degree. Still did all the things that y'all, oh, she ain't gonna do nothing. She's gonna be this. She's gonna be that. Probably doing better
That
than
was
your
motivation.
kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got my faults. Who doesn't?
Mhm.
Everybody does.
But to say to myself, what would I do differently? I wouldn't do anything differently because I want to have my kids.
Right.
Mm.
Yep.
Solid.
So that's just how I feel.
Right.
Now, do I tell my kids?
Right.
Right.
I
Right.
did that.
Yeah. So you can't do that.
Now I did it.
Yeah.
It took me a little longer to get myself back on track.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna tell you not to.
Right.
But
But
it's
I
how,
did that.
yeah, you had
Right.
it. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Okay.
I
it.
like that.
You know.
Wow, that's good.
GB. that long size, that's a lot.
Right. That's what I'm
And I'm gonna make mine real
Yeah,
fast.
real quick.
I would have did more in tune of education wise, but the only problem with me was I had a learning disability, so school was very hard for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't go in there like when I go in there with kids and they could just go in there and get straight A's and stuff like that, and just it was always hard for me.
Right.
I was more of I had to see you do it.
Hands-on stuff.
I was hands on.
I got you.
And so that's why with me getting in front of and speaking and just like being in front of my personality, that's what I'm good at.
Right.
You know, so I always had to make myself take my personality had to work a little bit harder than other people.
Right.
Because I knew where I lacked that in a lot of places.
Right.
But you know what? If I could teach myself one thing, it would just be more patient and get to know who you are
I like that.
a lot earlier.
And you be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it because they said, you know what I'm saying? So I would really try to put more interest in my true feelings, my true art, my true, passion, instead of listening to other people's feelings on it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot, especially when you're young, you want to be cool, you want to be in crowd, you want to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like people say you corny and stuff like that because you want to jump out on something that you like to do and worry about what people think. I would have put more effort in believing in myself and, having more passion in what I want to do, instead of listening to people what they gotta say, how they feel. You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, definitely on that.
Well, we want to thank you
Yes, Lord.
for taking the time out of your long day and
No,
your
your
long
long
day,
day.
We
Yes.
appreciate you
bedtime,
guys.
to just be able to come on the show
Yes.
and just vibe with us and
It
just
was
be able
good,
to
man.
talk.
I love
And
it.
if I don't know if y'all seen, me and B did more listening today.
Yeah, man.
Cause we wanted to let
I thought y'all
y'all
was gonna
talk.
try to get some
How
female-
you say it? Pop your shit, right?
Pop your shit.
I thought y'all was going to ask for female feedback.
Because I thought it was really going to be direct questions
Me
to
too.
certain things
I
because
was
I,
like, oh, I
had.
gotta be ready.
Listen, but you
I'm
know how we
always
do
be ready.
sometimes? We just kind of flow off the conversation.
We flow off
Right,
the
absolutely.
Nah,
convo.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely told him that.
Yeah,
I was like,
and-
I'm
and-
going to vibe with
And
you.
we wanted to make,
conversation.
we wanted to make
We don't
everybody
want to
just,
make it all like
Yeah.
rigid and all
Don't
like,
send me
no,
no
know,
questions out
yeah.
here.
And,
We had to stew.
and the thing about it is, I love this too because we still learning.
Absolutely.
We still learning
Forever.
this.
You're
Right.
You're gonna
Like
learn.
we started doing this on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Instagram, rocking them, yeah,
Like-
in the
like,
basement. Like,
in the basement.
Yeah, so,
So I mean, and that's another thing of just being patient.
Yeah.
But we want to thank everybody. In
excuse
these,
the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It
Yeah.
was a lot, y'all.
it's a lot. Yeah.
It was
it's
a lot.
It's a process
Yeah.
to get the thing going.
I think
but
we got a 10. I think we
Yeah.
got a 10.
yes,
I know my face.
yes,
Yeah.
with the
Like,
cameras and
now.
everything. But we
Yeah.
want to appreciate everybody. B, if you want to, man, take us
Listen,
out.
we
man.
appreciate everybody that tuned in, man, and come back next week. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. in the stew, Unfiltered Conversations.
Yes.
We love everyone that came here. You tuned in, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. If you're not, tune us in on YouTube Live.
Mm-hmm.
It's on there. We're going to put it up there. Go watch it. Tell a friend, post it, share, all that. And check us out next Wednesday,
Yeah,
man.
we'll go from there.
Yes, Lord.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
baby.
All right, boom. Thank y'all. So what we gonna do is since that was
You
going
turn-
on.
You turned it
I'm
off?
gonna edit it, put it all together.
Well, yeah, that's what
Is
we
it
gonna
off?
do.
Is it off?
Yeah.
Everything off? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit, put it all together, then we're gonna replay it on everything.
All right.
You can replay it on
Before you play
everything.
it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to sit down, I know my daughter has her little homecoming dance, whatever. But if you want to sit down, if you got time this week, I'll sit down and help you edit it up.
I ain't doing it Friday, Saturday.
Well,
I ain't doing that Saturday class.
well, that's cool. Then we can get together and we edit it up because we want y'all to be able to see
Yes.
this, and we're gonna be able to break it up on the cameras, whatever. But I want to first off start telling y'all because we done got a million different joints.
I know.
What's going on?
What's going on? Yeah, people was hitting. I was like,
Yeah.
So they didn't get to watch. They didn't get to see the.
Nah,
So
they
it don't matter.
but it's,
Really?
it's gonna be on it
Don't
though.
see
I
it.
It's
seen
gonna be-
clips, but
it's the- yeah.
I'll say this: that picked up a lot of the meat of what y'all was talking about. So it's not gonna be for nothing because at the end of the day, we still gonna make clips and we still gonna put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So this one was the one recorded.
That was recording. They was looking through it from there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we'll go from there. But yo, thank y'all
Yeah, I
so much.
appreciate it, man. I think it was good. How y'all feel about it?
Good.
Did y'all expect to be out here in front of all these hundreds of different lights and everything?
No,
You ain't fit to look like
absolutely
this?
not.
Okay.
I like it though.
I love it. Them
Yeah.
lights. I love
Yeah,
it.
well, we trying to get it to the point where
counteract these.
where we could turn the lights off where it'll be.
Oh,
No, it looks good in here
Yeah.
though. I like it. The
We